We are a group of students from the University of Bari and we want to show you some information about trulli. Trulli are ancient conical constructions made of dry stone. The word trullo derives from a word of ancient Greek that, until the 9th century, suggested a chapel or a church surmounted by a dome, a cupola. They are principally located in the south-central Puglia, and exactly in the Valle d'Itria, that is an area located between the provinces of Brindisi, Bari and Taranto, and in cities near it, like Alberobello, Locorotondo, Noci, Castellana Grotte and others. Alberobello, in the province of Bari, is the city that represents Trulli more than any other. Its historic center is full of these buildings, that make it wonderful and unique in the world. Trulli of Alberobello date back to the half of the 14th century and have been declared as World Heritage of UNESCO. First trulli date back to the prehistoric age. The origin of these constructions is not so clear, because there are many hypotheses. The first is that the constructive system has been introduced by some populations of North Africa, and exactly Egypt, the ancient Mesopotamia and Crete. In fact, trulli are much similar to some ancient constructions that are still present today in these areas, and that often had funerary functions. These funerary buildings are called tholos and date back to the Bronze Age. They are made of stones and can be covered by a mound of soil. The other hypothesis is that of an autochthonous origin, and in this case trulli would be a direct evolution in masonry of a primitive hut. There are no testimonials of millenary trulli. Primitive trulli of Puglia have been edified by farmers and shepherds with the stones collected on site. They were used as temporary shelters or as deposits for agricultural tools. A trullo is a plant with a circular shape. The principal structure consists of a load-bearing wall that is always a dry wall. This load-bearing structure has a huge thickness because it is formed by two layers of chianche, big stone blocks, an external one and an internal one. Between these two layers of interlocking stones, there are a lot of smaller dry stones of various sizes. The thickness of the wall provides a good thermal and acoustic insulation, and in this function it is helped by all the inner tubes and emptinesses between the stones. In fact, in summer, the wall guarantees the conservation of the fresh and cool air. Instead, in winter, it protects from low temperatures and keeps the space warm. The load-bearing wall sustains a dome, that is the coverage of the building. It is called pseudocupola, that means that the dome is supported by gravity. It consists of stone bricks ordered in concentric circles that, while going up, are placed step by step towards the center of the dome. The dome is made of two layers of these stones. In the internal one there are chianche, like in the load-bearing wall. Instead, in the external one, there are thinner and wider tiles, called chiancarelle, that form the roof. Between them there are little stones. The roof is completed by a keystone that can have various shapes. On the roof there can usually be paintings that have spiritual and superstitious meanings, primitive, Christian and magic. The roof protects from the rain and the snow. At the bottom of the roof there is a projection, a gutter, used for the collection of the rainwater in tanks or its removal from the building. The entire building is made of limestone. The external side of the load-bearing wall and the whole internal side of the trullo are whitewashed with slaked lime. In the trullo there can only be one big vein, otherwise the space can be divided in more rooms. More trulli can be connected to create a bigger and more comfortable space. If the internal space is too small, you can build a wooden mezzanine that can be used for the storage of food reserves or tools. For this function there can be rafters. They are placed transversally and upward and have no structural function. In trulli there are bays dedicated to the night's rest, the kitchen or the kitchenette, and to a kind of chimneys. Finally, you can build some little windows for a better ventilation and illumination.